We want to. We want vengeance.
What were you going to upgrade on the trees here? Because each of these are very specific to the factions you play. I'll let Simon do this bit because he knows far more than I do.
Yeah, so as I say, they've each got their own custom army trees and character skill trees that you level up. So the Huns one's quite interesting. The Huns become much more about ranged cavalry, right? You'll notice all their bonuses turn into stacking of ammunition, stacking of missile damage, things like that. And by the end of the game, especially if you've teched up with their kind of top-tier units, they become an almost unstoppable force.
Definitely, and that's what I've gone for here, the battle movement speed. So that is +6 for cavalry units. So again, makes it even harder for the enemy to deal with. So we'll definitely go for that.
It does. You're already the fastest in the world, and you're going to become even faster.
That's it, absolutely. And there we go, morale 3 versus the Eastern Empires. So we shall go for that, I think, definitely.
Do it.
You've also got to remember some of your chain will do things like improve the amount you get from looting and raising and raiding and stuff like that, which is, of course, your lifeblood as a horde faction.
Absolutely. Well, it's again, it's a lot of variation you can go for, a lot of different styles of, a lot of different choices you can go for with the skills. It makes it a challenge in itself to try and vary the different armies and what they are good at. You know, obviously you could use an army that plunders all the time because they've got those bonuses there already to do so, and it gives you more from raising the settlements and sacking them.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, one thing that a lot of people seem to do in the office when they're playing as the Huns is actually have a couple of kind of tent settlements with encamped tribes as the kind of the backbone of their nation, kind of producing gold and units and stuff, and have them spawn off new hordes. And those are the ones they use for raiding and actually making an income.
So are we going to make a super rash decision in a minute and just go south?
We're going south. We're going south now. We're forcing them down south now. And we shall start our movement against the Eastern Roman empires, because obviously they, as Dogbert said, they have got a few northern territories which are very much undefended. They're quite spread out thin, I think, at early stages.
Yeah, the Ostrogoths cause a lot of problems.
Definitely.
They're not the only one. There's another faction, Ostrogoths, and there are many Goths. Yeah, there's a lot of factions. Visigoths, yes, Goths and Goths, and then Huns. Very easy to pronounce words, you would think. But they're really taking chunks out of the Balkans, and that's really hurts the Eastern Roman Empire early on. But the Eastern Roman Empire always has to deal with the Sassanids over in the down in the Middle East, and that's definitely a danger point for them. Very big flashpoint, but it all comes down to how they deal with the migratory factions, because they can end your campaign basically. At the same time, you can crush them, but you got to be very on your game and got to raise a significantly strong force to take them out. And yeah, I see you're bringing everyone together here, so maybe you'll have a chance.
What I'm going to do is, on the way down, is have a look at these guys, because I think, if I'm correct, yes, they don't like me, so we'll... I
don't think anyone will like the Huns going through their territory. Well, every time you go through, your faction trait will kick in. So they're getting minus food. They have less... They can't replenish any units they lose in fights. Simply by coming through a territory. And this is the thing about the Huns that really becomes an issue, is you don't have to be at war with them for them to cause you a big problem. By simply going through your territory, instantly stops you from getting any more men into your armies. It stops the food. It drops the food production quite a lot. And if they decide to stay in your territory while they're doing this, you might have to go to war just to get rid of it.
Yeah, absolutely. So it straight away is causing problems for the Eastern Roman Empire, because they've got so many factions around them pillaging their lands. They've got a real headache to deal with early game. Let's make sure we can make a bit more of a headache for them. Oh!
It is in your
there
eyes,
you go, look.
in your
They declare war me.
And you are right to fear. War
so we'll call our allies to help. Oh no, they've refused. The Gepids have refused.
Denied. They didn't like you that much.
Unbelievable. No. But these have helped.
It was kind of a Hunnic thing at the time where you'd basically find a small village or something and take it over.
They've gone. They've retreated. Look at them. They've gone. They've moved out of Petrodava, moved east, further gone, and then... Great. Well, that's fine. You do that. And I'll move in now. And I will take your lands.
I think it's time to see another raise.
Ooh, yeah.
Settlement for the tribe.
So, yes, let's do it.
Well, yeah, I mean, this is probably a dead cert as well. So. Sorry, I can't get over the nuts kicking. It's just really hard.
We'll get that into a GIF for you.
So I can subjugate these lands. This faction will become your puppet state. Now, the advisor did say about that early on.
Yep. Well, that was the Hunnic thing, right? The Hunnic forces weren't just all from one nation. They were actually gathered from all the various tribes that they'd subjugated. And it's sort of like, yeah, well, come with us or die, basically. So it was actually a very valid tactic for the Huns. And it is part of your victory conditions as well.
I'm going to do it.
You subjugate him?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
I'm going to subjugate him.
You got to keep them friendly, though. Otherwise, they'll do what the Gepids did.
Yeah. Completely turn their back on me.
Yeah, any form of conflict and they're out.
Who are these guys raising from the land here? It's these. Who are they? Okay. Well, these actually came into the war with me anyway, so obviously they've come across to try and aid the fight, maybe.
They're currently in a raiding stance. If you actually hover over them, you'll get the tooltip, which will hopefully explain a bit more. Hover over there. Yep, there you go.
Oh, that bit.
So yeah, they're one of your kind of
Yeah.
client states who have come along and given you some hands. You could probably go and get the Gepids back as well if you're moving down that way.
Yeah.
Or burn them to the ground in revenge.
I'm thinking the latter, actually, there, Simon, actually, maybe.
It does sound tempting, doesn't it?
Yeah. I'm liking the sound of that.
This is a game about vengeance.
Yeah, absolutely.
Strategy has nothing to do with it. It's just no, just kill everyone. That's fine.
Petty squabbles and burning.
Yes.
When the Hun strategy is pretty much to burn everything to the ground, it works quite well for them.
Look, they're in range. We're getting closer to them.
Yeah.
Right.
How many armies have you actually got going this way?
So we're goals. Where are you going? We're moving everything down towards the Eastern Roman Empire. This is going to be
well. I still think this is going to go horribly wrong, and I can't wait.
Are you going to go to
Come on, Mark. Come on.
You can
I've got a little faith. I've got a little faith.
get yourself to Constantinople. I'm sure you can do it.
If we can do that by the end of the stream, that's a successful
Get crushed
stream.
at Constantinople.
Actually, people are asking capture Constantinople. So
yeah, good luck. Seriously, good luck.
Have you seen those walls? Yeah.
They've got 3 of them.
Yeah.
And there's a pond as well.
Big pond.
Well, more a moat, really.
Yeah.
Will you not give our people a little gold?
I don't believe this. These guys turn
Is
their
that the
back on
Gepids
me.
coming back?
And they want me to pay them money to get a non-aggression.
Why don't
with
you
them.
give them a counter offer?
Yeah, we're going to do that. Take that away. Not paying him a single penny for that.
Okay.
Sorry, no way. I'll accept non-aggression with them, but I'm not paying anything for it.
I'd demand some money if I were you.
The spirits have noticed that our treasure stores are wanting. Can you help with this more?
No problem.
I think the writing's on the wall there.
Yeah.
I think you should just. Yeah.
We'll teach them a lesson with the sword. I think that's what we'll do.
You can just subjugate the gun if you really want it.
This is good.
This in the name of
Now,
our
these
people.
guys
Let this
are
be a
wanting
sign
my
of goodwill to come.
daughter, or one of my family's daughters, to arrange a marriage with them to enhance the diplomatic status with them, to secure it, which is a big thing now back in Attila, which wasn't the case in Rome 2. You can actually now, in effect, barter your daughters to help it in diplomacy and alliances and things like that.
Or to other peoples as well to continue the line of succession, right? You can marry kind of interfaction, as it were.
Now, these guys are pretty friendly towards me already. So I think we'll do that. We'll accept that. We'll seal the deal a little bit more, secure them. And hang on a second. Right, okay. These guys have had war declared on by these.
And you're their only ally?
Well, technically we are.
Or you could.
The more wars you're at war, the more factions you're at war with, the more integrity you get.
Yes.
So, why not? Anyway, you could just run away.
Well, yeah.
It's not like you've got a home to be bothered about. So if everyone else gets murdified, as long as you're as far away as possible, it's all good.
Right. Okie dokie. We're bringing these guys down.
Nearly there.
Yeah, we need that to do all the gap is now.
Your next command.
So it looks like they've got no armies. I think this might be another one. So
now what we've done is we've taken an army down here, and boom, they're pretty close now. Next turn, the Eastern Roman Empire will be in our grasp.
it's also worth noting that since you're kind of on this kind of warpath march, as it were, you're not really earning any money. So
yeah,
you're kind of on a
I was going to say, how much money have we got?
We've got 6,996, but we're losing money a lot per turn, so we do need to start raising pretty quickly, actually.
Also, don't forget to encamp as well to get yourself a bit more money.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a good way to actually keep your upbeat going up.
We'll do it with this army straight away.
Yay! No, they're not losing as much money.
Yeah.
So let's see what we can build off the land here, actually.
Yeah, so once again, you can upgrade all your kind of buildings within your horde, and you can make certain hordes really great when they're in encamp mode. They'll give you loads of food, loads of gold, and hopefully enough to kind of cover for your other armies, which are actually active at that point.
Nice. So here you can see straight away food, 40 from animal husbandry. We've got wealth as well. So that's see, again, it emphasises the importance of agriculture in the land. You know, you get a lot from it in terms of wealth.
Yeah.
And food, so it's wise to look at down this sort of building chains, basically. So there we can get some pretty decent units as well if you unlock them. Increases our army recruitment capacity, so we'll go for that one, I think, actually.
Nice. No. What are you going to do with a storyteller's yurt? Right.
Okay, well, yeah, we lose food consumption from it, but look at the indifference. We get integrity from it. Research rates increase. Wealth again. It's pretty good. So the wealth will help us as well. So I'm going to go for that.
Oh, you are going for the yurt?
Yeah, I'm going to go for that.
All right.
Oh, right, hang on. We'll tell the Geppers we're coming.
You're being far too honourable.
I was going to say, why all of them just like...
Oh, well, we can't even do that. Okay, right, we'll go for it then.
Yeah.
It's because every time in my Rome 2 campaigns, everyone's saying to me, you should tell them down in diplomacy, you should tell them and things like that.
Right. Well, maybe it's the Greeks,
yeah.
But
yeah, not the Huns. Yeah.
So you can also see on the left-hand side of that kind of central column, you've got the number of turns till the settlement will give up, as well as the number of barricades the defender will get when you actually fight on the settlement map.
Yeah. So again, we could sort of encircle this encampment or encircle this city, and it would literally hold out for 13 turns. But to be honest with you, they would probably sally out before then, even though they've got no chance of winning. They'll try and sally out to face me. We can pretty much sort of resolve this one again.
Yeah, so you've got to remember, as the Huns, long drawn-out sieges aren't good for you, right?
Exactly.
I mean, the Huns became the masters of siege warfare very quickly during the time, and were well known for their ability to take the walled cities that the Romans had put up.
That's the way the Gepids fall. That's it. Look at that.
Wow, not even just
gone.
Unless you killed their army by taking out their only settlement, they'll now become a migratory faction.
Nice.
So they'll become a horde themselves. So you might have destroyed their settlement, but they might now harbour a grudge and hunt you down.
Oh,
so,
okay. I'll be gone
I
by
hope
then.
that happens. I mean, you deserve it. But just saying.
Okay, right. Man, we've got lots to do with here. So,
come on, you got to take Constantinople.
Yeah, I know.
Chat demands it.
Get down there. Everyone is asking now. We've got to get into a battle. We've got to get into a battle.
Okay.
All right, let's
do that. Let's get on to force march with these guys. Move them further south.
Go.
Okay.
How can I help?
Nice sign skill for our generals as well. Oh my god, I've got lots to do before we end the turn.
We can do it.
It's now becoming a time trial.
It is now. I think we should make it a time trial. Let's see how quickly you can do this.
Never been under this pressure before.
This is intense.
This is the kind of pressure you need.
This is intense, this is.